Hey traders, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look at 3 small cap stocks that I think are particularly interesting for a variety of reasons, and I'm going to kind of explain each one. So the first one is Navitas, NVTS. So you're looking at it on the large time frame. It was a $20 stock at one point, kind of came down, got all the way down, lost about 90%, all the way to about $2. It's been in this really kind of range, if you will. So let's look at this, kind of shaped like this to roughly about, let's call it about here actually, yeah, with those pivot lows. So you can see we've kind of been in this range, had some fallout here, kind of overthrew here, came back down, got under it, stayed under it, retested multiple times, retested, started falling out, and then all of a sudden, let's zoom in here and see what happened here. Okay, so why do we think these big green candles happen? Well, I researched it and I found out that NVIDIA partnered with them and they invested $800 million into this company. And they, in an effort to co-op and build data centers together, and they have some special chip or some technology. I didn't read too much into it, but that's all I really needed to know. So that's the pop. NVIDIA invested in them. So what do we have now, right? Let me take this, actually I'll leave it on. So we have essentially a bull flag, right? A massive bull flag, right? Boom. And then we have consolidation. So kind of looks like it's forming somewhat of a triangle here, but that is one massive bull flag, my friends. So what do I think is going to happen? Well, based on this, and obviously the market cooperating, I like the stock. I mean, RSI is basically consolidating. It's on its, I think, upwards trajectory. Now, could it break down from here? 100%, right? It could 100% break down from here, and if it did, these are the levels to watch, right? So you're going to look at some fibs. If it broke down out of this triangle, that'd be a failed move, and that would take us down to the 0.5 fib, in which case it still could be making bullish consolidation inside of a channel, or we can go down to, you know, the golden pocket, the 0.618 fib to 0.565 fib, possibly even down here. Who knows? But it's a relatively inexpensive stock, and there's a variety of ways to play this. You could play the breakout of the triangle on the retest of the triangle, right? So you can play that. That would look something like this. Breakout, boom, something like that. Retest, right? That's one way to play it. Another way to play it is to wait for these fibs if it breaks down. Obviously this is one that you want to put on your watch list. With a stock like this, a small cap, especially in a situation like this, what I'm going to do personally is I'm going to leg into the position. So I'll likely take a very, very small position, maybe 0.05%, less than 1% position, and then I will dollar cost average because I want to be in this name long term given the investment of NVIDIA. So I really like this one. Obviously price targets would be top end of the parallel, so we're looking at a $6 stock right now. You know, this could easily get to 9 and then beyond. I mean, this would, it can overthrow. It's going to definitely have some resistance up here, but you can see, as evidenced by these other pivot tops, give me 1 second. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so there we go. So you have, you know, that supply zone in there. That's definitely going to be some overhead supplies. But if it gets through there, whoo, boy, we are off to the races. Talking about $20. I mean, this thing could move. That's a big air pocket right here. So this could move to previous all-time highs and beyond, right? So I didn't research the fundamentals of the company too much, other than the fact that NVIDIA partnered with them. Okay, so that is stock number 1. Stock number 2 is Resideo, REZI. Now this one is a spin-off from Honeywell. They feature on you know, home automation, but there was a $100 million investment by a private equity firm that I really liked in this one, and that's obviously, I think, their average was, based on what I've read, about $17 a share. So this was likely them buying up shares. Boom, we're in a bull flag, and we have consolidation. We broke out. Here's the bull flag. Here's the consolidation. We broke out. We back tested it, put in this little doji slash kind of hammer, and we're moving higher. Now, we're not getting a lot of participation, a lot of follow through, as evidenced by this lower green volume. However, RSI is going up. So the way I would probably play this one is this one I'd be a little bit more conservative on. I'd likely buy the breakout of this on the retrace, right? So something like this is, I'd buy this zone right there for a move that way. So that would be, if I played this one, that would be how I would play it. I'd look at that breakout, watch the price action, and then look for newer highs. So that is REZI, Resideo Technologies. Okay, third one, is ET. Super interesting. The company's called Energy Transfer, and the reason this one came up on my radar is a Texas billionaire, Kelsey Warren, you can look him up, just invested $38 million. Now, to a billionaire, $38 million is not a lot, but I like the chart, right? So once I saw that news, what I did was I looked at the chart, and here's what I see here. I see a descending wedge, right? I see a breakout, and I see consolidation. And I see a confirmed breakout of the wedge, evidenced by this candle here, and then a candle that closes over that candle high. So I really do like this one a lot. So I'm going to watch the price action on this one. And yeah, and this one looks good. I'd be watching for, it could, again, because I don't see a lot of green buy volume. So this is one that could definitely do something like this. Could come down. It could fail the breakdown, and it could come like this. So just be aware of that one. It could 100% do this because it hasn't back tested that breakout yet, and I could see that getting into that range right there. So I don't know what's doing that. Okay, so what the heck? Okay, you're gonna stop. Okay, I don't know what is going on with that crazy thing. Anyways, this is what I was referring to. I see it, so let me just draw it for you guys. So we have this kind of range right here, right? So I could see this coming back into it, back testing that, and then going. So that's entry one or entry idea one, and then entry idea two would naturally be a breakout and retest of this zone right here. So boom, 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 boom. Like that would be idea number two. Okay? Okay, you're gonna shoot to me again. You just stop. I don't know. I gotta figure that thing out. Anyways, that's the idea number two. Boom. Back to the breakout zone. I would not buy this breakout. Does not look strong enough for me. So I would the only way I would play this is that back test there with a tight stop. So in any event, I wanted to bring these three stocks to you guys, put them on your radar. Again, no financial advice will be given on this channel. It's strictly for educational purposes. Some of the things that I'm seeing in the charts, some of the reasons why I like them, and ultimately ways that I possibly will be playing them as they come into these levels. So if you like the content, you like the TA today, please make sure you smash that like button, show me some love. Obviously, it favors me with the algorithms. I'm trying to build this new channel so I could continue delivering daily content, especially on the weekends and late evenings going into the next trading day to ensure that we're all making a lot of money together. So again, thank you. Subscribe to the channel, tick that bell, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.